Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round 17 of OTL with me and Adam tonight. No Chris.
Good evening, Benson. Yes,
good evening. Yeah. But yeah, Chris is taking the night off. A bit tired, so
age. 100%
yeah,
age.
He's either sleeping or gonna watch the stream. But yeah,
Don't abuse us. Yeah, I like it.
So we're back
for
China
if he knows Joe
as well. But yeah, we're back for OTL China now. I don't know when's the last time we had China. I don't think we've had it on this game. So
I don't think we have.
Yeah.
It's normally voted off, isn't it?
Yeah, F1, like the last F1 game, season 2 was the last time I think we had it. Or yeah, it's one of those seasons. But yeah, back here. This is going to be interesting. Some of these guys might have not even driven here before, so
I kind of like China though. I
Yeah,
kind of like China. I mean, you can't dislike any track, Jensen, because you just nail every track. So,
well,
I mean,
all I
if
can
there is
say
a track
is
you dislike, what is it on current game calendar?
I'd say there's probably 2, Russia and Abu Dhabi.
Ooh, Russia and Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm kind of glad that China replaced Russia. But
yes, with everything that's going on, it's only only fair.
Or if we were going to race up Russia, we'd call it something else than the Russian Grand Prix. We're called ESPWE Sports Grand Prix or something.
Well, I am still waiting on Jay, but the guys, it's gone 8 o'clock, so they might as well go.
Yep, looks like we're readying up. So we're almost ready to start.
Jay.
It's my first time, I think it's my first time commentating with you, Adam, for a while. I don't know when's the last time you did. But
oh, it's been, do you know what? I'll tell you when the last time was. It was the start of this game. I believe it was just a Portimao. New to the calendar. You came in for 2 minutes and I told you to go and race.
Yeah,
that was it.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, because it's raining. It's raining, quali.
Ooh. Ooh, interesting stuff. Now with it being wet, I can't even talk. That's how old I am. Chubby, old Matthew Walker, could surprise a few here. He's very good in the wet, as long as Rob's not in front of him, because he can never get past Rob in the wet. Ever.
Indeed. But looking at it, yeah, Rage closed the gap by 18 points in the last race. Don't think we'll see guys out until we'll not see them out for at least a minute. I reckon they're going to change the setups up quite a bit.
Who's going to leave the lobby to go and get a wet setup? I mean, honestly, I think we touched on it the last time as well. I think I'm going to ban people doing that.
I don't think people do. I don't think people have for this one. But we're not going to see them out in the first minute. So.
I know.
Oh, there's a Mercedes coming out though.
Yeah,
that's Ranger.
Come on, Ranger.
Ranger will be the first car out, unless some drivers further down the pit lane will.
Ranger's on softs.
Is he on the? It might be dry enough, you know. It could be dry enough, just about for the soft. He's gonna take the jump.
On the softs as well.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, Chubby on the mediums.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting that. Go on board with Ranger. See how he's getting on. I'd say it's just about good enough for the softs, you know.
I'm gonna go on with Skarma. Skarma's good around China.
Well, everyone came out very later, so surely it must be getting drier there than wetter. Otherwise, they would have been out on straight away.
Oh, moment for Skarma. No, maybe not a moment for Skarma there. Just warming up the tyres. I'm just wondering if anybody's going to come out on Indus for a banker lap.
Yeah, I don't.
Curve.
If I look at the tyres, everyone's out on the dry. Everyone's on the dry tyres at the moment.
No,
out in
Stephen's
the
out on
pits.
the Indus.
Yeah,
There you go. Stephen. He's the man on Indus. Stephen is taking the safer option. I respect it.
Jump to Stephen. Oh, he spun the car. It's not the safer option. He's crashed already on the outlap.
Okay.
What has happened there? That's not gone well at all. His tyres seem to be cooked.
Very. This is a strange one because obviously the rain's still dropping. The track looks wet.
We'll go on board with Ranger then.
There's no spray though. There is no spray, so
yeah, it's not wet enough, is it?
no. So the Spa from Realistic, where I went to Winters, but a lot stayed on softs.
Go on board with Ranger. Let's see what he can do on his first flying lap. And that was pretty nice through that little bit back end here and there. But a 26.3 set to 1, that's about half a second or a second quicker than
one from Skarma.
Skarma, quickest driver, or Ranger hitting the curb a little bit there.
Who's next on track? That is an Alpha Tower. Is that Nelly? That is Nelly coming. That's what Nelly's sector time is.
But you want to be about under a minute is quick. It's about the interpace. So yeah, about 2 seconds faster at the moment is Ranger than what you expect on the inter tyres.
57.1 from Skarma sector 2.
3 tenths quicker than Ranger. Ranger
I'm going to say he's purple sectors, but that's because it's his first hot lap, so it's going to be purple sectors.
It is purple sectors. Both of them quicker than Ranger so far. But here comes Ranger. I think we've been on board with him all the way through the lap. So he's coming out the hairpin. Fairly decent. Of course, being a bit skittish here and there, but it's expected. But it's a 41.2, which is quicker than Inters for sure. We go for Skarma though at 40.8. Sets the pace.
Does set the pace. I'm hoping he has a good race.
Everyone waiting for it to get drier, I reckon, are they?
So Chris Taps is down the back straight. Chris Taps could be on a fast one.
So jockey's gone 0.3 set to 1. Nelly 40.1. Slower than Skarma. Yeah.
Taps.
Well done, Skarma. Good.
40.6
And yeah, Chris Taps. Chris Taps setting the pace in the Ferrari. Good job from him. There we go. Here comes Jock coming on the straight. I think he will be the slowest of all for this one. He's a little bit off. Don't know how much energy he has on board though. And yeah, 43 for the Jock. That isn't too great.
26.4, sector 1.
26.1 for Chris Staps. He's going half a second quicker now, so yeah, the track is definitely drying up. It looks
Ranger.
much drier. Ranger's found a bit of pace, but Chris Staps is going even quicker than he was. These guys might have the advantage here over everyone else as well. And now it's stopped raining completely. But these guys have the advantage. They've got running in already. Nelly goes pole 39 0.8. Kristaps, is that going to knock him off? Yes, it is. Fantastic lap from Kristaps of 0.4. He goes to the top. And is Kristaps carrying on? He is. Yeah, it's really drying up now. I think we're going to see guys coming out on track soon. He's 7 tenths up in sector 1, Kristaps, so you should see a massive improvement on this one. And Mick went at 39.5 that last lap.
Oh, Mick, 39.5. Interesting.
Yeah, massive improvements now, Adam. So we should see people start to come out soon.
Are we going to start seeing the likes of Mike come out? Rage?
Yeah, they want to come out now,
Potato.
get 2 runs in maybe. But... oh, and Kristaps is spun out of the the long right hand corner and just takes a bump on his rear wing. Luckily, not the end of his qualifying. Rangers in.
Again.
And nearly a 36.5. There you go, that's the pace increase now. They want to improve on that because it'll be starting on those tyres. Staying at that time, and 3 lap old tyres. And here comes Mick. Mick surely, yeah, big improvement here. Will it be pole vote? No, it won't. It's only 1.5 tenths off. Jock's 2 seconds up. I wonder what he'll do. He's definitely on for 38. I think he'll be on for high 36 or 37. Here we go. Through the final corner for Jock. And I think it's going to be a low 37 for Jock. Yes, it is.
37 too. Skarma's about to start a hot lap, so I will watch the boy.
Only 4 cars out on track at the moment. And there's a McLaren coming out. I wonder who that is. It's Mike on the mediums.
Michael.
So the track must have dried up enough now for the drivers to go onto the desired starting tyre. That's interesting because if I was going to pick a strategy around here, it would be a bit different than medium start. Not hinting to drivers or anything at all, don't worry.
I think it's different for you, Jensen. You're normally fighting for pole, and you're normally fighting for race wins, so you need to start on the faster tyre. Otherwise, you won't get pole. And you want to be on pole in every league that you're in.
I mean, it's the extra point, isn't it, as well?
Skarma 4.8 up.
Yeah. That's the pace now. I think the track is almost fully dried up.
Come on,
he's just
Paul.
rounding the corner there, and he's just struck another provisional pole for Skarma.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to see. I know he goes well at China. I know he enjoys China, so love to see him get a good result tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, he can't race tonight, the Dean mate, but hopefully you get your chance in the next one.
Yeah, just let me know. I can make you first reserve for next week. Never a problem. Jock got the first reserve, 32.5 from Paul.
Yeah,
Jock got first reserve this week,
now.
so he dropped out last week because I invited too many people like a douchebag.
Let's jump on board with Mike for his qualifying lap.
I'm going to go on board with his enemy, Stephen.
There comes Mike. Let's see what he can do on the mediums. And what Skarma set, I'd say Mike aim near around that, maybe. But I think the track's now fully dry. So, yeah, Skarma now setting near maximum times for him. There's a
Mike will
24.5
set a
Mike.
blistering lap on the mediums, gents, and it'd be like you racing on a Monday. You could probably put the hards on and still be in with a shout pole.
The championship leader, here he goes. That was very nice through the middle sector. And track that he likes, Mike. He won here, I'd say, a couple of times in HOR. And of course, we only came here once in OTL, I think, so.
Yeah, I remember in HOR, I got one of them laps.
Yeah, fastest lap, I think.
Yeah, that lap.
Back in season 4, first year, like the first season of F1 2019.
Jensen, Jesus.
Because that was all. It was all about that lap for that season.
It was, yeah, that's true. It's true.
For everything.
Then you've taken over with championship after championship after championship.
There comes Mike though. And it's provisional pole for Mike with 32.4. That's actually a really good lap from him.
Come on, Stephen, what are you going for?
A low 32 is a good one, but he looked very good. Did Mike? I don't think anyone's going to beat that one.
I don't know, Rage on the mediums. Rage is out now as well.
Nelly's on the mediums too. He's a second up. And this time Jay Bradfield retires. Wonder if that's a crash or... And that, I think that's in the pits. So he's just retired in the pits, this Jay Bradfield. Interesting one. And here they come, they're all crossing the line now. Matty's just gone up to P6. And Rob Wills just come, I think, did he just go out of the pits? No, he didn't, he just got out of the way. But he also got a 33.1. SPW 32.6. I don't think that .4 is going to be pole. I wonder if Mike's going to go on the softs.
52.0 from Raid, second sector. Flying. I think that will put. I think this will put Rage on pole.
52.0. He has to get this final sector, doesn't he?
Well, he does, yeah. He does.
It would be close, I think.
Explosive final sector.
Definitely be close. I know that for certain. Here we go then. There's Mr. Raids. Is he going to get the lap? In the Mercedes. Here we go. Oh, that was so close. So close there. Oh my. They're separated by nothing. Wow. And that.
So Lewis to P10.
And Mike, yeah, he's going to be very satisfied with that one. And that was Rage's pretty much his last lap. He'll go for it, and I think Mike will probably his last go at it.
So
do you know Skarma could get pole? He's the best on the softs. He's right there. He just needs to get out on track. Get out on track again, mate. Come on.
Come on.
Get this pole.
Come on. One more lap. Push it. Push it real good.
And Mick goes pole, 0.3. Provisional pole for Mick. We're not going to see Mike or Rage on pole. We may see someone different though. Skarma coming out on track.
Pedro.
Skarma needs to get this final lap right.
Out. He's out.
New Potato won't. F. Lewis, I don't think he will either. Nor Ryan Sam. So it's going to be the outsiders because Jay's also on the mediums. It's going to be who's going to get pole. This is going to be an interesting end. At the moment it's Mick, but Skarma can get pole here. Get his first pole in Home of Racing leagues. He's took podiums and fastest. He's put podiums and fastest laps before, but he's never took a pole position, and not a win yet as well. But this could be a chance for him to take one of those. Take one of those off.
Who's Mike trying to get back? Mike's out on the softs. Mike's getting a lap in. Rage
Is he? Nah, he isn't.
Mike is out.
He don't have enough time.
Oh, I don't know.
Unless it's glitched, but I don't think he has enough time. Nor does Chris Stapps. Chris Stapps has just come out on track.
No, Mike is at the end of sector 1, so Mike's going to get round.
40 seconds. Wait, what time do you have on your timer?
124.
Okay. I have 28 seconds for me for some reason.
Wow.
That's weird.
Interesting stuff.
I trust your timer more. Even though I swear it was 18 minutes at the start, it might have just loaded in earlier than everyone. Maybe. And Ranger's gone pole though.
Yeah, Ranger has 32-0.
And Mike might back out of this as well. And here comes Skarma through sector 1. Skarma is quarter of a second up. Come on, Paul, let's get this, man. He's going through that. No bias whatsoever.
Quiz Alien 1. Thank you for joining us on stream at last. You old dog, you.
I knew you'd be watching the stream. Glad to have you on board, Chris. But here comes Skarma. He's on flyer here. What could be a pole position? He's 5 tenths up. This is on for 31. This will beat Ranger's time. Which I think everyone's cheering him on here. Come on. Don't want Mike to set a lap here, but he's going to start one. I wonder if he'll back off at the end, but he's looking good in the mediums.
Ranger's going to be getting a nice little toe behind Paul here.
I think Mike knows my strategy though, as we did it before in SFR as teammates.
Come on, Paul.
Here goes Paul, come on. He's coming around the final couple of corners. Here he goes through the final corner. Don't mess it up. It's going to be provisional pole for Paul. Yes! It's a 31.6 as well. It's a good lap from Paul. Strikes gold with Paul, and it's 4 tenths up for Mike though. So I wonder if he'll complete this lap.
Back out, Mike.
Chris Stapps is 5 tenths up, only lagging a little bit there. Chris Stapps could challenge Paul for pole here.
Oh.
I think it's Chris Stapps and Mike. They're the two. Mike is going through the middle sector, the start of the final sector. Here comes Chris Stapps. Lagging a little bit for me.
Same for me.
So he's not actually like driving off, he's actually alright. But here he comes. Here comes Chris Stapps. Final corner. You don't know how it went. He's going to cross the line. He's not going to be on pole. It's off 32-0. And Mike spun. And that's pole and pole, I think. That is it. That is it. It's qualifying's over. But and Matt's gone off. Matt's invalidated. He was on for possible improvement. He's invalidated. And that's pole on pole position. And that's it. Everyone's done. What have we just seen? Do you ever think that would have happened? But Paul is on pole position. I'm proud of my former teammate and Constructors champion.
Do you know what? I'm proud of him. But now I've had discussions with Paul. Me and Chris have discussed this whole thing. He now needs to keep his head. He deserves to be there. Chris will know what I'm talking about. It's like me from a Sunday to a Monday. On a Sunday I can race, on a Monday, no mentality. The mentality's not there. Skarma needs to remember now. He's earned that. I'm well proud.
Yeah, I'm very proud of Paul there. Yeah. Deserves that pole position.
Oh mate, that's blinding. I mean, look, the top
it's a good lap as well. A very good lap from Paul there. 31.6. Like that on the soft, it's really it's competitive.
I mean, what are you doing? What would you be doing? You'd be doing 20, 30s, 29s? I think
if I'd average about, like in qualifying, maybe a 30.5.
So he's 1.1 off you. That's good.
It's a good lap from Paul, but good for OTL as well. Wow.
Look at the start grid. Skarma, Ranger, Chris Stapps, Mick. And Skarma can have a lightning start as well.
Yeah, he's got the buffer of Ranger, Chris Stapps and Mick in between him, separating from Mike. And if he knows the strategy right, he could win this race if he keeps it head cool. If there's an early safety car as well at the perfect time, that's what's going to cost Mike and Rage here on their strategies.
Nothing against Mike and Rage. I know they're going for the title, but I'd like to see one of the top 4 now. One of them win it tonight.
But yeah, he's always missing now as the race winners, Paul, in home of racing overall.
Yeah, he's had wins in P0, so he can win races.
Yeah.
He can win races against Rob and Chiv. So
Can
and
happen.
Matt, it can.
Yeah. Just needs the right race. This could be it.
I mean, Jesus, Chris won a race last week. Who'd have thought it? Damn. Masterful performance from Chris, though, I will say. Masterful.
Where was that? Was that in
His new Tuesday night one? It was at
FRL?
Mexico. Yeah, something like that. It was at Mexico, and Chris he's overtaking everything. He was spot on. And yes, I did watch the whole race. I supported my friend. And Joe was there as well.
Well then, let's get into the running order of this. And interesting tyres. Jock going for the soft tyres. That's interesting. And Chubby Slug and F. Lewis must have had something happen to them on the formation lap because they're both being disqualified. So
I'll say nothing. I will say nothing. It's a formation lap. You don't need to hit people. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Wednesday, seeing the return of Jensen to HOR. Seeing Cameron smash you.
yeah, I'm not gonna let him do.
Yeah, Matt's out of position.
Not letting him this week.
Nick's out of position. There were quite a few. I mean, you could have some fantastic overtake in this race.
Yeah, Skarma back.
Blinder.
The Aston Martin's sandwiching the field.
Are you not racing on Wednesday then, Chris? Ooh. I'd love to see it. No, I'd love to see you on the podium in HOR, Chris. That's your.
Oh
that's
yeah.
Your baby, HOR.
There we go then. Skarma.
I think I'd cry.
He's getting well prepared for this one. He'll come to the grid. Before we get into this, of course. Your predictions, top 3. Adam, who do you think's gonna get it? And if you
Skarma.
No, if you put people at the front, you're jinxing them.
Oh, Skarma's gonna bin it turn 1. I don't know because the grid is out of whack. I mean, I think you're going to have Mike and Ray's there. But third podium spot, I hope it's one of the top 4. Really do.
Well, I think...
You can't count out Nick or Jay Bradford
or Jay Entex. I think give it to Skarma if there is the well-timed safety cars, and if there's no poorly timed things, then maybe Mike, but I don't know what's happening here. But here we go. Here come the lights. Don't get the sound for the lights. Looks a little bit out of order, but away we go. At the start, and Ranger gets, really good start, and he's going to jump into the lead straight away, and that's not what Skarma wanted. And there's a car off, there's Pedro in the wall, and I think he definitely went sideways. There's a massive pile-up. There's 3 cars, 4 cars actually. SPW, Mick, and Rage. It's a virtual safety car for that, and it's turned into a full safety car. I'm not even surprised. That was massive. I don't know what happened there. Pedro just went
going into the wall. No drive through here, Paul. Stay in the Delta.
I wonder what they're gonna do though. I wonder what, how some of these guys are gonna go about this.
I mean, look at Nelly. Nelly's up to P5. He's up 7. Lewis is up 8. So's Jay. Jay's up 8.
I don't know how fond I am of the hards going to the end.
Rage has no wing. Mick has no wing.
SPW has no
Stephen
wing. Yeah, all three of them. They're all look at them. It's like having no wing is
they have no
normal.
Red Bull.
And that, of course, Rage.
Out, I don't believe it.
Rage managed to get involved with that.
Now.
That's turned into full safety car straight after that. But yeah, Rage, one of the big championship contenders.
What do the soft guys do though, Jensen?
I don't know. It's an interesting one. Lap 1 safety car.
I mean, mediums would be a shout, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it puts them on the same strategy as Mike and F. Lewis, New Potato and all that. So
yeah,
let's see what they do. And they were willing to give up track position. Yes, they are. And there they come. I'm sure they'll go for the hard tyres. I'm so sure they'll go for the hard tyres. Kristaps stays out. I think he's going to try and extend to go to the maybe the medium tyres. But here they go. New medium tyres for Ranger and Skarma the hard tyres. Skarma's gone the right way. If you're going to go for a lap 1 pit, I don't like going for the mediums. I don't think is worth it if you're starting the softs. If you're going for the hard tyres, you're taking to the end.
Taken. He's got a pole.
Yeah.
So early safety car. Worst case scenario is the hards.
Skarma's going to have a go.
I mean, as for Pedro's comment on the stream, somebody wiped him out. I want to see. Don't believe it for a second.
It looked like someone wiped him out, I think. It went spiralling into the left-hand side wall. Not even make the first corner. Yeah, Skarma down to P14 now. Ranger on the fresh set of medium tyres. He won't get those to the end. So he's going to have to pit once again, but now that's put Kristaps into the lead of the race. Mike in P2, Nelly third on the hards. So he's had a really good start to the race, is Nelly.
He's had a very fortunate start. Very, very fortunate. Hopefully this is the return of Nelly to some form. Chris has predicted it. So if he doesn't, it's on Chris now.
Here we go. Then, it's interesting there. Rage has gone for the hard tyres as well, so Skarma's got Rage with him, so wonder what's going to happen here.
Jay, Ryan, Matty, Nick, Chubby, Rob, Skarma, Rage. Nelly all hards. Nelly's done 2 laps on his hards though. Never realised Nelly started on the hards. Well, I don't. Safety cars really wipe me out. They're very boring.
Yeah, but I think it'll be in this lap, so we get back to racing. Rage,
yeah, it'll definitely be coming in this lap.
One to watch. Rage will be one to watch here.
I mean, you've got a few in the back, Stephen. Rage, Chiv, Bradfield, Skarma, Ranger.
I think you'll see Rage, Skarma and Mike very close to each other come the end of the race. Mike will be onto the softs near the end. because I think that's how like he's going about with the mediums. I don't think he was going for the hards. But here we go, safety car in this lap. Kristaps will control the restart from Mike. Nelly third, Jock fourth. Jock get a jump here on his soft tyres.
Jock.
Con and F. Lewis look very safe in their places. Let's see what Kristaps does, and I think we'll get off him because he's lagging quite a bit. Hopefully not lagging as much or at all for the other drivers, but probably is. So it's going to be hard for Mike if that's the case.
It could be a tough restart for Mike. Then, knowing Mike, he normally thrives under a bit of pressure.
And Kristaps goes a little bit into the corner, and now he's gone. And he's caught Mike unaware, and Mike gets a lot of wheel spin out of that. So Kristaps, he takes the restart, and he seems to got away quite well. And if you look behind Jock, here comes Con, and it's not close enough. They're very close, but not enough for a move, and Jock almost hit the back of Nelly there. Con looking for the inside, he's going to put his nose up the inside of Jock. Here they go through the first sector, and I think Con's going to get the drive out of the first sector there, and he gets the move done on Jock. Good move from Con, and here comes F. Lewis following as well. He's going to go at the inside of Con. Oh, he's so close from getting it done, but he's held his nerve for his new potato. Calling both names there, but he's kept his nerve there. He's fourth place. Jock dropping back on the soft tyres, and a good restart for him. But meanwhile at the front, Mike is caught back up to Kristaps. A little bit better now, so surely he'll try and make a move early and not try and get held up. You want to get a move done early so he doesn't get held behind for too much longer. He needs to make progress. And oh, there's Nelly in the wall. Nelly is crashed out of the long right hand corner. Just caught that on the back of Mike's car, and Nelly's tumbled down the order. And does he have a front wing still? I don't think he does. He does. I think he just about kept it from any damage. But yeah, Nelly down to 19th now. And Mike setting the fastest up of the race. And here comes Ryan Sam.
Pedro's crash.
Ryan Sam's past Jock now. Jock is just dropping like a fly down the field.
I'm surprised by that.
The softs aren't working. Yeah, they aren't working for him. Meanwhile, Skarma and Rage, they haven't made any progress at all on the hard tyres.
Chiv's gone past Skarma. Skarma was behind Rob, so Chiv's made a move on Skarma. He's on the medium, so makes sense.
I mean, yeah, Skarma not making much progress at all at the moment. And nor is Rage, but speak of that, Rage just went up the inside of Jay Bradfield and took the place. And he's up to 16th, and there's only got one car in between them.
Past a couple of them though. So
yeah, now he's got SPW.
Nelly should get to the end on them medium.
And Jay Bradfield, I think, is just relinquishing the place to Mick there. He just pulled off to the inside curb. Went a bit slow, but he's let that one go for now. But at the front, here comes Mike. Is he going to look for a send here down the inside? He's alongside Kristaps, and Kristaps going to try and hold around the outside, and he has. It's good, great defense from Kristaps. He's actually held the lead very well there on the soft tyres.
Very ballsy.
Seem to somewhat still have some pace in them, but here we go. DRS is enabled now. It should be easy for Mike next time around, but he's going to lose a little bit of time in trying to stay close.
Jock is in the pits.
And as Matt and Ranger's just being spun round, it might have been a bit of contact there between them two, but Ranger has tumbled down the field and he's down into 17th. Skarma now up to 12th. He's doing alright.
DRS now.
He's doing fairly okay, Skarma. You lose about 25 seconds from a pit stop around here. It's quite a long pit lane. And of
He's
course
just
the
got to
pit
keep his head.
entry.
He's just got to keep
And then
going.
he's dropped out the final corner, so it could be a safety car, and it is a safety car.
It's got to be mediums now.
Yeah, surely Mike has to pit now.
Mike has to. I mean, all the hard runners can go and put the mediums on. They're going to the end.
And that's perfect for Kristaps. Kristaps has waited this out, and he's going to get a free pit stop here onto surely the hard tyres. I think you'll be able to take the mediums from here.
The mediums I mean, how long do the softs last?
It's touch and go. It will be touch and go, even for me, if I went to the mediums from this point on.
How many more laps
you'd be
is the safety
very
car
on the
going
edge.
to be out?
End of lap 8 will come in.
I think the mediums will do it.
Everyone's bunched up. I think it's very touch and go. The hard tyres are probably the safe way, and Mike stays out. Has that cost him the race, maybe? Trying to go and stay out. F. Lewis is pitting. So is most of the hard running guys. Matty stayed out as well, who's on the hard tyres. Rob Will stays out. And there you go. Skarma's up to 6th. And all of that.
I just think you should have gone mediums.
And Rage is up to 7th.
My man down at the pit wall, old Chris's notebook, he concurs with my statement of mediums.
So yeah, Skarma he's on the net lead at the moment, is Skarma, given the strategy to the end. Or given the tyres to go to the end. But look at Rage now. Rage is right on the back of Skarma. I wonder how hard it'll be for Rage. Will Rage be able to do anything?
I mean, Skarma just needs to keep his head. It doesn't matter. Yes, fair enough, Rage.
I think he'll be able to keep in the DRS though, Skarma.
Skarma has pace.
Yeah, he'll be able to keep with him if Rage gets through.
I think he can keep Rage behind him. Skarma's just got to keep his head.
He's going to be behind Chiv as well for this stint as well, so Chiv is going to pull him along nicely, and that's going to act in like a defence against Rage.
I mean, did Matty and Rob start on the hards?
Yeah, they did.
Right, so they've got a box. Yeah, so you're right when you said Skarma's net lead. She'd left the box. Interesting.
Interesting how Mike and New Potato are doing it. Yeah.
Maybe they're expecting another safety car.
That could, that could be, can't it?
Yeah.
That could be a risk they're trying to take, or they're just hopeful.
Oh, I don't know. I'm hoping for Skarma.
Another thing I've noticed is all these guys running the number 2 on their cars. And yeah, no, Mike and New Potato running number 2, Matty number 12, Rob's 88, Skarman number 2, Rage number 2.
See, I feel like my number's the best number because it's just my age. Won't be able to fit my numbers on a car soon.
Mick running the number 15, that's my man. I run number 15.
Why do you run 15? Is there a specific reason why?
I don't know, I've just ran it.
No.
It's the number I've picked for... I've had leagues, so you have to pick numbers.
No, fair. Fair. I just do my age.
I'm using 15 as well. Wait, what number do you run then?
39 at the moment.
When you're 40?
At the moment. Come November it'll be 40.
We gotta do something for your 40th.
I am an old fart.
There we go, safety car in this lap. See what they do.
I'm riding on board with Skarma. 25 seconds penalty, Ranger.
What's
But
Chris
maybe
on about? So 3:25. You have to explain that. Like Chris, you just put that. I don't know.
um,
I don't know if that's just me. I don't understand.
no, I think he's maybe saying my age. Maybe. I'm assuming.
That's ice cold on yourself, Adam.
Ah.
Uh,
Yeah, see, it was my age. Well, you know, the way my memory is lately. Chris knows firsthand how bad it is.
there we go. Mike's gone though. Mike is chose to go now, and he's got 8 temps over Con, so perfect restart from Con. Goes really wide, and that's just turned into a second for Mike. So that's gone better than expected, better than he expected it to go.
I'm on pole.
And Paul's keeping very close with Chiv.
Easy, just closing that gap. Driving with confidence.
Thing is, those medium tyres take a while until they become less in performance than the hard tyres.
Rage right all over the back of Paul there. Oh, little moment from Paul there.
As Ranger and F. Lewis, they're going at it to get to that. And Ranger is gone and took the place there. And he's up to 10th. Or he might have just been defending there actually. He just holds the P10 at the moment.
F. Lewis has said his pit crew are legends because they helped him jump Chris Taps. Fair statement.
Wonder what happened to Chris Taps. He's leading the race as well. He dropped behind quite a few guys. F. Lewis had a really good stop, but here comes F. Lewis. F. Lewis now. He's alongside Ranger. Past Ranger.
No, he thought about it.
Oh, and here comes Ranger back up the inside. Oh, and that's a bit of contact. Nick might have lost a bit of end plate there. Ryan Sam moving a little bit under braking. That might have cost him. And Nick carries on, so I think he might have just about got away with that.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna note this now. We have a P0 queue here. Matty, Rob, Chiv, Skarma representing.
Hey, Rob, Chiv start. Fair enough. Got OTL at the front though. Mike and
yeah, we have got OTL. We've got Mr. OTL at the front.
Yeah, Mr. OTL at the front. Former Mr. HY in
yes,
P2.
Yeah. Former Mr. SPW's husband. Oh, I said that on stream. Oops.
You're gonna hope they don't watch that back.
To be fair, at the front you got the fighting Irish.
Yeah.
So I mean, Con's come on since he's come back.
Yeah, the gaps have really just stretched, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. You got your little
Rob Wills.
Here.
He's holding his own at the moment, just in front of Chiv. Here comes Chiv. Here comes Skarma as well. Skarma's using everything. I wonder what's going to happen. Is Skarma going to keep behind? Skarma, he's going to go for a move on Chiv. He's going to up the inside. Skarma, here we go. Oh, he's taking a tight exit. He's given the space to Chiv there, but he's not going to get the move done. And here comes Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage over the back of him too.
Stephen.
Oh, it's Stephen. What's happened to him? And he's spun the car at the hairpin.
Oh, Paul.
Wonder if that's contact or not.
Move there. That would have been beautiful.
And here comes. Oh, there's been a bit of contact through turn 1 and 2 there. Jay, Matt, Kristaps, and Ryan Sam. Ryan Sam losing out in the end.
Rage was just sticking his nose in on Paul there.
That's unfortunate for SPW. Retired from the race. A third driver to retire. And
I think it was the
Mr. Rage is through past Skarma. So the net lead has changed hands now to Mr. Rage. And Mr. Rage hits the inside curb. And Skarma, he's going to get back close again. But he can't get close enough to make any sort of move.
She's gone well wide.
Yeah, they're all over the place a little bit, aren't they?
Just picked up a penalty.
Mike is doing what he needs at the moment. If he wants to win this race, at the moment, the gap between him and Rage is 9.4 seconds. He just needs to carry on extending that for while he can. And Jay Bradfield
is round.
And he looks like must have had some sort of spin or contact
Paul has
at
zero
the
energy.
stadium sort of section. Yeah, nothing Paul could do at the moment. Absolutely drained. And Rage got a little bit in the tank. But here comes Chiv. Chiv gonna make a move on Rob Wills here for P4, and Chiv completes the move. He goes a little bit wide, but he's got the move done. And now Mr. Rage is over the back of him. And Mr. Rage looked there, and Rob Wills is hugging the corners here. He's holding Mr. Rage back up a little bit, and Skarma's getting closer and closer. And JN Texas gone round as well at this exit of turn 3 or 4. But Rob Wills is holding them.
Well, Ranger's up to P8 now, so he's on the back of Skarma.
And Skarma's got a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know when
he's the first driver to get a track limits penalty as well. That's not good for Skarma. His podium chances, at least, might start to slip away a little bit. At the moment, F. Lewis is looking good, but Nick has just made a move, and he is up into 10th. He's got past him, but he's on the fresh medium tyres, so I'm not really surprised at the moment. Jump on board with Rage. Rage is getting a nice little slipstream. Is he going to go for a move on Rob Wills? Yes, he is. He's going to go for the inside. Oh, does he just about get it? He just gets a squeeze on there, and he gets the move done. And good move from Rage there. Last second, I think he's just tried going the outside. Rob Wills goes outside, and then he just pulled back to the inside. Did sort of dummy move there on Rob Wills. But here comes Skarma. Skarma's now looking to get past his mate, Rob Wills.
Oh, he's had a moment. That's going to let Ranger through.
Oh, Ranger. There he goes. And Ranger is up into 7th now. And yes, Paul's starting to lose out a little bit here. It's not good at all for him. Rage now 11 seconds behind Mike. I wonder how Mike's last stint's going to go on the soft tyres. Is he going to make kind of enough progress? Because if he goes hard tyres, he ain't going to make anything. So he's got to go. He's got to go as long as he can on those mediums, and then go to the soft. I think he's going to try and go for a safety car. At that moment, we just have a massive train from P4 all the way down to P14.
Oh wow, how much nicely looks at the map.
Here comes Ranger. Ranger's going to look for a move from Rob Wills into the hairpin. Both break about the same amount. And they're going side by side. There they go. Is anyone of them going to give an inch? They're giving plenty of space. Good respect there. And Ranger's managed to keep it. But there's no DRS, is there? Yeah. And Skarma's going to get alongside. Oh, to make a little bit of contact. Oh, and Ranger goes a little bit deep, and that's just going to allow Nick. Oh, Nick's pushed him. Oh, and Nick spun the other car, and that's allowed Paul to keep that place. But I think Nick caused a little bit of carnage there. Getting it deep.
Little bit of carnage.
Just a little bit. And there comes Ryan Sam. Ryan Sam, he's getting past Mick. Mick's had a moment out of the corner, but he'll take that place. Matt is over the back of F. Lewis as well. Potentially going to the end if he makes those tyres work.
I think he will be. Oh.
F. Lewis is sitting at the moment. Count the penalties and net P2, I think.
What is the? Let's say the race finishes like this.
Oh, here goes F.
and now you're
Lewis.
doing Red Bull. Red
Oh,
Bull
F.
still be in front of the constructors. P2 and 3 at the moment.
Oh God. They need a 30-point gain, so
Okay.
Mike taking the win just takes away the chance at the moment.
Okay. Fair enough. What Chubby has got? Oh, where is Paul? Paul is having. Paul has just lost out to F. Lewis.
In fact, I think they get equal points at the moment. They're equal points at the moment, the way they're stood at the moment. But there goes Chubby, slug past F. Lewis.
I mean, F. Lewis is there. They're going to the end.
And there goes Rob Wills and Ranger. They're going at it side by side, wheel to wheel. And Rob Wills, he holds his own against Nick, though. Nick trying to get over the back of him, but Ranger's through. Nick, he's looking to get through here, but he just can't seem to do so. And Mr. Rage, he looks like he's gonna make up another place this lap on Chiv, and he's currently sat 13 seconds behind the leader.
Lost for words.
And it's 13 seconds as he starts the straight, but it'll probably be about 12.5 seconds come the end of it with the DRS and overtake for Mr. Rage. Not using the overtake though. Here he goes, and yeah, just about 12.5 seconds, and he makes the move into 4th place. And he's ever secure in this one, Rage, I think. If the safety car doesn't come out, and Rage looks to have this, and Chiv just picked up the penalty.
Yeah, the safety car doesn't come out. This is Rage's race again, and he's on.
Oh, and there goes Matt. Matt tried getting the move on Rob Wills there, but it takes the inside curb a lot there to avoid even making contact with him. The Alpine over the back of the McLaren. But Matt's not going to be able to do anything until the next straight, I think. Oh, and Nick's had a spin.
Round.
He might have had contact with Ranger there, maybe trying a move on Ranger of some sort. But Nick, that's his progress gone, and he's going to have to work back up again. And it seems like everyone's having been spun round and having to try and recover again. Absolutely everyone.
We need Mike to have a spin then. Is that what you're saying?
Mike's just been hampered by safety cars so far this race. Now he's got to have a good final stint to even win this race if he wants to win this race, and he has to try and take these mediums a little bit longer. He had a lockup there, and you see his tyre is very degraded. It's very like there's not much of it left really. But he's going to have to try and take these tyres as long as he can, at least until the end of lap 19, I'd say. So 3 more laps.
Rage, oh, Rage, you plonker.
That could be the decisive part of this race there.
Yeah.
And here comes Matt and Rob Wills. Matt is through. Rob Wills keeps the inside. Matt goes wide to give the space. They're going wheel to wheel into turn 2. And there goes Matt and Rob Wills. Rob not leaving much more room on the inside than Matt did at turn 1, but Matt's going to get through, I think. But Rob Wills keeps alongside. They're still going side by side into the hairpin here. Rob Wills goes a bit deep. Matt tried to get the switch back, but he can't. Rob Wills covers it off. And good little scrap there between the two. Rob Wills holding his own very nicely on the hard tyres at the moment. 16 lap old hards.
I mean, he's giving Chip a nice cushion.
At the moment, the worst tyres of everyone at the moment is Mike and New Potato up front. And Ranger is starting to close the gap a little bit, I think. Actually, no, I think he's lost out a little bit, so Oh, and it's the yellow flag.
Mick.
And that's, yeah, Mick.
Oh, he's just spun.
He's recovered, but he's going to have hot tyres, got to be careful. And there goes Ryan Sam on Nick.
Oh,
Chubby
Ranger
Slug
had another
on
moment. When did Ranger
F.
have-
Lewis
oh,
as
he had a
well.
moment.
Oh, and there goes Rob Wills. Oh, everyone, they're all getting close to each other there. Rob Wills, Chubby Slug, and F. Lewis, but surely Matt's going to get him here. Matt's surely got the move on him. There's no way Rob Wills can defend this, right? But he's going to hold the inside, but Matt's going to get him. Rob Wills slots in behind, and that is the move finally done for Matt after a few laps. And next is F.
Rob
Lewis
will
to
never
get
make
past.
it easy for Matt. Rob just won't. It's just part of his DNA. Jockey's in
He hasn't
the
made it
pits.
easy for anyone, has he?
No,
He is
no.
holding his own very nicely, and oh, they're getting really close there. Here comes Skarma on Kristaps. Kristaps had a big moment there, and Skarma is back through, up into 9th. And
Sector one.
oh, it's the yellow flag, and that's Jock. I think, I don't know if he's just let them through, maybe, or has had
No,
half a moment.
I know he just boxed, so
Well, I think we're gonna get to the front, guys, quickly for a brief moment. Just see what Mike does this lap. Because his tyres, yeah, they're very, very, very on the limit now. See what I did there. Let's see, he's gonna carry on. I think he's gonna carry on those tyres until he could do no more on those tyres.
when the gap
And
to
so
Reg
is Con.
13-4, so
Yeah, he's still increasing the gap. If you're still increasing the gap, you might as well carry on going.
yeah.
And all he needs to do on the soft tyres is get within 3 seconds of Rage. And given that everyone else has to pit, or not everyone else, but most of the field have to pit again, then it might be an easy task for Mike. If he does get held up behind someone, he's not going to use much of his tyres and going to use the pace once again on a different lap.
I mean, Mike pits now, you reckon 25 seconds, he comes out in P14.
Yeah, he's going to come out behind
But
the
then
guys,
it's just
isn't
a
he?
massive train.
I would say he might come out, I don't know. I don't know if it's 25 seconds or not, it might be 22 or so. If it's 25 seconds, it'd be P13. If it's not, and it's somewhere in between, like 22 seconds, then he's going to be right in the pack.
Yeah,
And I think this-
being in the pack wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, and this is the lap where they should really pit here. This or next lap. If they could
They do.
They went under the safety car for quite a bit of this race, so they could probably go a little bit longer than they planned to, and Mike is going to go longer. And I'm sure... And he's
Oh,
going for the
pits.
pits, Con into the pits. And should be able to take the softs to the end, but they're going to die out a lot quicker than Mike's will. But Con into the pits, he should come out in 14th, behind Jay Bradfield, and a brand new set of soft tyres thrown on that Red Bull. And they'll be slicing through the field, and Jay Bradfield's had a spin. No damage, just a spin out of the final corner.
I mean, I think 25 seconds for a pit is pretty accurate.
And New Potato comes out in 13th, ahead of Jay Bradfield then, so that's one less car for him, and he's 5.5 seconds. Yeah, he'll come out. I think Mike will come out up around where Ryan Sam is.
Yeah.
He'll come out where Ryan Sam is, and yeah,
Let's have a watch for Mike, see if he comes in. Rage is closing the gap on Matty.
he should come in this lap.
Matty's yet to
I don't,
box. Yeah, he
I don't
should.
see him staying out another lap on those tyres. 20 laps on the mediums. That's quite a stretch. Either way, even if there's a couple of laps under the safety car.
He's done an epic stint though. Great stint.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
And he's
right.
calling the end of that stint. He's going to go to the soft tyres to the end of the race. And this is going to be interesting. Can Rage will take the net lead of this race soon?
Yeah,
Matty comes in, and yeah, Rage will lead this Grand Prix. Will he hold it to the end though? That's a different question. Mike will only come out about... He won't come out far behind.
Yellow flag.
Mike's challenge isn't actually like... Oh, look at Mike. Mike's going to come out in 6th. He comes out ahead of Kristaps, and that's like that's a really big one. That's really big for Mike there, and that is exactly what he wanted there.
How did we get that so wrong?
I do not know.
No, I don't.
But Mike's really... Mike has got it very well, and... Sorry.
Well, Mike's just going to fly through.
But yeah, I think Mike's main challenge is overtaking.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think he'll make light work of these guys. And I think Nick's going to let him go. Don't think he's going to be.
We think they are,
too much.
Stephen. We think they're going to the end. Can't be sure though. Here comes Mike inside of Nick.
Oh, be careful on that curb. You can easily spin on that curb, but Nick, he isn't necessarily letting him go though.
He's not.
Oh my god.
And then there goes Mike.
He might get F. Lewis as well. He's going to dive on F. Lewis. And Nick, oh, he makes a little bit of contact with Mike, but he's going to make the move on F. Lewis as well, and he gets them both.
2 for 1.
2 for 1. No DRS though for the next straight. But I don't think that's going to affect.
A twofer. I mean, he's just taken 3 seconds out of Ray already, so...
Yeah, Mike is looking pretty strong here for the win.
Yeah, 100%.
He just needs 2.5 seconds in the next 7 laps. And he's only got 2 more cars to clear. Mike is looking very strong here. But remember, Rage had his wing taken off on lap 1.
Yeah, but then you've had 2
so it's a good recovery.
Set the grid twice. I mean, great recovery from Rage.
Yeah, it was far down. He had to drive far down there, but good recovery from Rage. But here comes Mike though. He is looking on for even better one. Trying this one, he's having to pit stop to the end of this race. Most staying up to the end. But he looks like he's got. Oh, he's getting really close.
So Mike comes out in 6th. Matty was 6 seconds behind him, maybe more, and he comes out in 12th. I think Mike cheated in the pits. I'll say that on stream. I'll say I think he's cheated. Yes, Stephen. Matty's doing a fantastic.
Just drive through the pits and your tyres automatically
I think maybe
change.
that's what he did.
Oh, and there goes Nick. Oh, that looked very, very interesting back there.
Oh, Chiv, Nick. Oh.
Yeah, I need to get to that. But yeah, Nick went 3 wide into the hairpin, but they're gonna go 3 wide again. But this time, Nick, he's gonna get through, and look at F. Lewis is getting all the back of him there. F. Lewis is looking good for. At the moment where he is, it looks like he's on for a P3. Given that Matt,
a very scrappy battle.
If Matt pits, but Mike managed to take the tyres 20 laps. Mike managed to take the tyres 20 laps, didn't he? So there's a chance that Matt could take them to the end, but he's going to be struggling at the end if he's going to try and make them last. And looking that he hasn't pitted, I think he's going to try to. And so is Chiv, I think. Unless he pits this lap, he's trying it. Definitely trying it. And he might as well take a risk and see where you end up.
Yeah.
But Mike is already 2 seconds behind Rage. He is on to try and get a fastest lap, is Mike, this lap. Tempting one.
No, his energy's gone. He's emptied that.
Yeah, he's emptied the battery there, and it's getting cloudy.
Ooh.
Could there be a spot of rain coming on the way? Is that why some guys might be staying out? maybe.
Maybe, yeah, dicey couple
But here
of
comes
laps.
Mike, and he's going to take that extra point at the moment for the fastest lap of the race with 33.6, which I'd say is beatable. So other guys can have a go at trying to get it if they see themselves where they have nothing to lose.
They're going to have to pull out the bag one of them laps, though, so not many men can do that.
Yeah, Rage is gonna, yeah, he's gonna struggle here. I think Mike will get past him down this next straight that comes up, the main straight.
I mean, if I was Mike, I'd toy with Rage and just sit behind him until the last lap. And
Play the mind games on him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both in a championship fight. Mike wants to try and derail his opponent whatever way he
Jensen
can.
loves the rain, Stephen. Yes, he does. Matthew doesn't like the wet rain. I mean, if I'm Mike, I'm just sitting behind Rage now going, oh, I could pass you. I don't need to pass you.
Yeah, he's gonna do it, isn't he, though? He's just gonna breeze by. I think Rage knows that as well. He ain't using, nor is Mike. Mike's just gonna pull out, make it easy, and Mike takes the lead of the Grand Prix back again on lap 24 of 28 with 4 laps to go after this.
You missed a bit, Chris. I don't know where you've been. 2 safety cars.
Yeah, Matt is in
2 safety
P3.
cars, Chris.
Matt is in P3, but it's if he could get those tyres to the end.
I mean,
In a
she's
couple
done
of,
22
I'd
laps.
say in about a couple of laps' time, they're going to be in the same state as Mike's were when Mike pitted. Which, I mean, they were still quicker than the hards at the time, so
Yeah, Mike was doing a good job. Hopefully Matt can keep it together.
I think
mean, look,
Matt,
Mike's
yeah, I think
1.1.
Matt is going to keep it together. I think Matt might get the podium here. I think we're looking at our top 3.
He's got his buffer with Nick having a penalty, so he's got the buffer there. Yeah, there was another safety car after that. Chris, Nelly
There's
DNF'd.
not much on track action at the moment. I think.
No.
Oh, look at Nick at Flores and New Potato. In fact, Con could get the podium here. He is only 3 seconds away from Matt, and he's all over the back of these guys. No DRS for Nick. Here comes F. Lewis. Nick covers off the inside line. Here comes Con. He's gonna go for a move, maybe on both of them. Is he gonna look? He's going for the outside. He's gonna try the outside. Is he gonna hang it to dry? He isn't. F. Lewis covers off, and can't get by there. Con needs to get through as quick as he can if he wants to have a go at the podium.
Well, you can see Matt just in front. The tyres are going to be far superior.
Oh, and Con, he's trying to look for the inside there. Giving a whiff of what he wants. Of F. Lewis here wants this P4 for now.
Flag that,
And that's Jay Bradfield. Yeah. The only AlphaTauri left in the race. I mean, fair play carrying on going at the moment. He's going to pick up those 4 points.
For every position.
I know, I don't get why people retire in the pits.
No,
or anything like that.
I'm not one for that. Unless there's something
Take a point for
going
every
on.
take a point for every position, might as well carry on, finish this a point.
Oh, I think Con's just broke his wing.
Oh, and he spun him. And F. Lewis, oh, what's happened to him? And has he picked up anything? He might have just picked up a little spin, that's it. I wonder if that will be in the stewards. But that's now allowed Con to have a go at Matt.
Chris fell asleep at his wheel. Oh, poor lad. I mean, by lad,
You
I
had
mean,
damage. Look, Stephen, you had damage, but you still could have picked up like P16. Or if you look at the gaps now, you could have picked up P15, which would have gave you 6 points.
Con is all out of energy.
And those 6 points you would have put you ahead of Connor Kid. That would have put you up a championship position. But hey, have it your own way, I guess.
Garlic tikka. Well, me and Stephen have got L Plan coming together on Thursday.
I think Con, yeah, he's going to struggle to get close now. I think
Yeah, he might.
his tyres are done. And
He's got no
it's
ERS.
impossibly have wing damage as well, going to the back of F. Lewis in the middle sector. So yeah, that top three looks like it will be that unless Matt gets the puncture, but you can see his tyres are very much being hung out.
I mean, that would be really funny if Matt got a puncture. I would laugh.
Oh, it would be gut wrenching.
No, it'd be funny.
Take the tyres that long and
it'd just be funny. Not that I'm against
it'd be funny if he got it out of the final corner on this final lap.
That'd be brilliant. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
Onto the final lap. That would be the worst thing ever. If we just jinx that, then yeah.
Then that's epic. Then we'll totally high-fiving as soon as that happens. I want to see it happen. I am sitting on him. Come on, Matt.
Con is catching up
coming
there.
out the last corner. Mr. Pitts. That'd be fun.
1.7 seconds for Con now. The gap. 1.8 actually. But here comes Mike. He's about to start the final lap. He's held the fastest lap so far. But Jock and Jay Bradfield, they're going for it again. Jay Bradfield got close. So Jay Bradfield's got one more go at it. He's got a 33.7 at the moment. So
energy levels of Matt and Con. Matt has 20. Con has nothing.
So Matt and Con, yeah. Con won't get much of a go here. If he gets close enough and gets the DRS, maybe a little sniff of the podium. But I don't think he'll get it. Unfortunately. A good effort, but it depends how Matt might be, his tyres might be on the cliff here. Matt seems to be really struggling this lap. More than any other lap that he's had.
There could be some DRS here. There really could be.
Con will be in the DRS. Will Matt be able to hang on here? He's struggling. His car is all over the place. So yeah, Con could get this podium. Still. Oh, who's going to get it? It's going to be all the way to the hairpin.
I'll tell you what I want
Who
to say.
gets the exit?
Skarma out of nowhere comes and claims the podium. Skarma.
Oh, he's got another penalty as soon as he say that. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I think
Matt is just about going to hold this, but here comes Mike. And
here comes
he's made the strategy work. Didn't think it was going to work, but he has done it. And he's going to win in China. In his first race win in 2 races. And here comes Matt. Is he going to hang on to it? He is going to hang on for a podium. Is Matt. P3. What? Really good effort on those tyres. Mr. Ray's 26 laps on the hards as well. Con very close on the softs there.
On the hards as well.
Good attempt.
There's monumental efforts.
And Jay Bradfield steals the fastest lap. He steals it off Mike, and Mike's going to be very. That's going to take away the sweetness of the win for Mike, I think. Jay Bradfield sneaking in the way of the fastest lap. But there you go. Here comes Jock, though. He could steal the fastest lap away from Jay Bradfield here. He's using the energy on the push.
Oh, come on, Jock.
See, will Jock get it? Let's see. Maybe the last across the line, anyways. But here he comes, Jock. Oh, this be close. I think he won't get it, though. He doesn't. He gets a 34-1. Good go. Or 34-0. But Mike wins the Grand Prix. Jay Bradford takes the fastest lap, and Matt gets driver of the day behind the gain, so that's another point for him. Driver of the day from us? I don't know. That's a hard one. Many drivers out there, but yeah. I'll leave that to
Jensen, you haven't been on comms for a while. I'm letting you make that decision.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Let me add the guys in that need to jump in. Oh,
Let's just go through the results. So I could look back on them on the stream and I could put them into the results things. There you go.
Raging Chubby. Oh fuck! Oh, excuse my language. My bad.
Just see the chat there. Do you want to interview some guys, Adam? Or you could choose. You could choose.
Who have we got to interview?
We got Mike, Rage, and Matt.
I am here.
I suppose we can. I mean, is Michael here?
Yep.
I think we'll start with Michael. I want to interview Michael. I don't often get to interview Michael. Because from his past relationship, he wasn't actually allowed to talk to me. But he's now divorced. So, Mike.
Yeah.
That was a good little race. I mean, safety cars, was you waiting for another one, or was you always planning to go 20 laps on those mediums?
The second safety car I was not going to pit because I would have been dropped like right to the back. Like it would have been tragic to pit. So I stayed out. I kind of knew the mediums were a good tire, but I mean that has to be probably my best ever race in OTL. I mean, yeah, I pushed that tire to the very edge.
You did. No, you did. You did. You did an epic stint on them. At any point when you're out on the softs and you're just catching Rage, ever think about just sitting behind him until the last lap and then overtaking him?
No, because I was very scared them softs were gonna die. So I said, okay, we're getting in front of Rage and we are going to run before these tires blow up. They didn't actually end up blowing up, but yeah, like it was.
But you must have known Rage done 26 laps on his hards.
Yeah, but the hard, he probably only had about like 40% wear.
I will let you know when I am.
Well, no, look, Mike, it was a controlled race from yourself, really. To me, it wasn't in doubt. I will say this, though, I really am upset that Skarma didn't convert his pole to a podium, at least.
Yeah, I mean, the soft runners kind of got unlucky with that early safety car.
Yeah.
The soft are a very good tire if you can keep them in the temperature. But, yeah. I mean, what won me the race was there was a big train and I just got out in front of it from my pit stop. That kind of saved me like 2-3 seconds. If you look at Colin, like he struggled to get through that. So I kind of came into relatively fresh air. Well, I was watching it the whole time. You can go to where you're going to come out in the pits, and I was watching it. So one lap I was P13 I was going to come out in. And then the next one I just pushed like really hard for 2 laps, and then it said P7, and I was like, okay, let's go. And then I eventually came out P6, I think. So it worked out really well.
No, it was a great race from yourself, Mr. Michael, championship leader. Made Rage look as slow as me. But I suppose, look, Jensen, would you like to take Rage? I don't think Rage likes me at the moment.
Rage, yeah, P2. 26 laps on the hard tyres. Definitely hang them out to dry. But in the end, you came out just short of Mike, who got the strategy right in the end. But still a good recovery drive from the lap 1 damage. But yeah, still a difficult race for you in the middle of the pack. But yeah, talk us through how that all went on, and yeah, how annoying was it?
Well, all I will say is after the race, I'm just glad I didn't have floor damage. I just want to get that one out there because I did hit the wall pretty hard, and Stephen also. That was, yeah, I was fuming, and I was like, that's just ended my race. Congrats, Mike. And I just, you know what? I'll just do what Adam. I'll put a hards on and go to the end, and somehow manage P2.
That is what I would have done. Not on this
Um,
game, though.
Well, to be fair, the fact that my worst were my tyre wear, my rears, none of them were above 50%, and my fronts were, my left was 67%. That was the only tyre that was above 60%.
Oh, fair.
So, yep, I could have gone a couple of more laps on them. I could have done the whole race on those odds, to be fair. But, yeah, it was, after that lap one, I thought I was not getting a podium. But, hey ho, just stick in there, anything can happen.
Well, I mean, good recovery anyways. It limits the damage that Mike does to you in the championship there. It's probably didn't want that because now it's back over 50 points. But
Yep.
over the last few races, you've been digging at that gap and
Yeah.
bringing it down slowly but surely.
Yeah, anything can happen. I just want to take it to the final race. It doesn't matter, even if I'm like 25 points behind, I still want to take it to the final race.
Although
You
it
can
looks
just take him out in the race, can't you?
although it looks
No,
like
I won't do that.
he's got a comfortable although it looks like he's got a comfortable gap, it's still anything to play for. 5 races left, and the sprint race, of course, in Brazil, which you usually tend to like at Brazil. So you've probably got the good tracks on your side. Anything to add, Adam, for Rage?
Anything to add for right? No, not really. Not really. He done a super job on the hards. I can't knock him. I will knock him, but I can't right now. But look, Jensen, you've got to think about driver of the day while I interview this plum. Okay. Now, Matt, I'm going to ask you some difficult questions here.
Okay.
What was the wet rain like in quali?
Dry.
Right. Okay.
No, he's actually not wrong.
Look, Matt, you had a bit of support on stream tonight. Shock you as it will. It was
What?
Stephen. Yep, Stephen said you're doing a fantastic job. How were those tyres at the end?
Put it this way, if you're going to put them onto your road car,
Pulled over and done?
Yeah, they're worse than pot ones, mate. They're gone. Con was scaring me for the last 2 laps.
I think the
Seems
one thing that
crazy.
saved you with Con was he had no energy, man. You did have like 20 in reserve each lap, so.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I just used it all the back straight on the last lap. And
Yeah.
managed
No,
to
you
get
did a
all
super
energy.
job, man. But what happened to you in quali? Because you was very much out of position.
I
quali.
was invalidated on my last lap coming out of the second to last corner, and I would have got I think it was a 31.8, so I'd have been front row, second.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you still wouldn't have had done. I'll tell you what, I'm still disappointed for Skarma. I really am.
Yeah, he
Very.
would have had a good
Yeah,
race. but-
that. Did he have damage at the start? Because he pit, and I was surprised to see him there.
Yeah, he just pit off the soft, I think.
Yeah, he just came off the softs.
he went
Which
straight
I
to
think
the
was smart, but I think second safety car, the guys that put the hards on maybe should have put the mediums on. But that would have been my call. That would have been Chris's call as well. I did message old Chris Nosebook down at the pit lane and asked him what he would have done.
I was.
No, it was a good race from all 3 of you, to be fair. I mean, it did get a bit spread out in the end, but there was some action, there was some spins, there was some tumbles. There was a chubby slug on track.
I know.
There was a really late dive bomb on Rob by me, but
Oh
Just
mate, no,
made it.
no, it might have been late, but that was perfect. No, that really was. I was on board with that. That was perfect. It was like you knew he was going to go to the left, and you were just waiting. And as soon as he did, bang, straight to the right, in, job done.
I literally was waiting for Rob to go back onto a racing line because he was going to, and I just sent it.
Yeah, no, it was a good move. But no, congrats to you 3.
Thank
Pains me to say it, even you. Mate.
I know. It really hurts.
Matthew Walker.
Oh, I feel
I've
like
got-
I've died on the
I've-
inside a bit.
I've
But
got a
the next
driver
time
of the
Jensen
day.
to decide driver of the day.
I've got a driver of the day, and
Ooh.
It's only because he like surprised me, or like I didn't expect him to actually make it, and it's Matt.
Oh,
Like
Wow.
I didn't expect him to do 20 like I didn't expect him to do 20 racing laps on the mediums and get to the end, including the like 2 prep laps under the safety car as well, because I think I've done races here before, and you really have to like be gentle on the tyres to actually make them last, even on like a late pit stop to it. But yeah, he did really well, and he dropped off the pace in the end, but he was just enough ahead. So
Thank you, sir.
well done to him.
yeah, well done, mate.
Let's celebrate Matthew Walker.
Let's not.
Yeah, please not.
Oh dear.
Right.
Well,
I think, yeah, that's the end of it, isn't it? End
yeah,
of the
that's
stream.
it. We'll be back on Wednesday to watch Jensen lose to Cameron.
Ooh.
I'll try and make so. No, not happening though. No.
No, it's happening, mate. How many has Cameron won in a row now? 4?
4.
4, and you've only missed one of them, mate. So he's smashed you for a hat trick so far. He's going to do you again.
No, not happening this time, mate.
Oh, it's happening. Cameron's
Oh,
going
no.
to do you, boy.
I've won 5 in a row this season, so
Ooh, well.
I could-
He just
the
needs
fight is
he
on.
just needs one more to make it
He-
5 in a row.
I'm
He
there.
does. Look, the fight is on. I'm looking forward to it actually because Jensen and Cameron do have some really intense racing. So I'm looking forward to Jensen being back out there. and
You lads are
Cameron still smashing.
waffling. End the stream.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I like waffling.
Oh, of course. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Get to see me, Mike, Rage, and all that at it again, and should be Paul on commentary with Adam probably.
Yes,
But yeah,
probably.
catch you then. Bye.